Hey everyone, welcome. If you're working with data in Python, you know the drill. You've got data all over the place. Well, today we're going to master combining that data using two absolute powerhouse tools from Pandas. So, you've been there, right? You've got your employee info sitting in one file, and then the department details are in a totally separate one. How do you bring them together to see the whole picture? It's like a classic data puzzle we all face. And that's where Pandas comes in. It's basically the perfect toolkit for solving exactly this kind of puzzle. We're going to zoom in on two of its most essential tools for the job, merge and concat. All right, here's the game plan. We'll start with our little data puzzle, then dive into SQL-style joins with merge, check out how to stack datasets with concat, and wrap up by making it super clear which one you should use and when.
Okay, first up, SQL-style joins with merge. This is all about finding matches using a shared key. So, to see how this works, let's use these two simple data frames. On the left, we've got our employees, and on the right, the departments. Now, the crucial part here is that they're both linked by that DEPTID column. That's our magic key. All right, let's start with the default, which is the inner join. The name kind of gives it away, right? The whole point of an inner join is to find what's common to both datasets. Only the perfect matches. And boom, here's what we get. Take a look. You see how only Alice and Bob made the cut? That's because their department ID, 10 and 20, shows up in both the employees and the department's tables. Poor Charlie, with his department ID of 30 and the marketing department, which is 40, they get dropped. Why? No match. Okay, so what if you don't want to lose anyone from your original list? Let's talk about the left join. As you can probably guess, this one's all about keeping everything from the left data frame, which for us is the employees table. Now check this out. See the difference? We told it to do a left join, and now all three of our employees are there, including Charlie. But wait, what's going on with his department? Since his depth ID of 30 doesn't have a match in the departments table, Pandas just fills in the blank with NaN. That's its way of saying I couldn't find anything here. All right, you can probably see where this is going. A right join is, well, it's the exact opposite. This time, we're keeping everything from the data frame on the right. And here's that flip side in action. Now, all the departments are included, even marketing, which, if you remember, doesn't have any employees assigned to it in our data. So what happens? The employee info for that row just gets filled with those NaNs again. Okay, last one for merge. What if you're a completist? What if you want to keep everything, every single row from both tables, whether there's a match or not? Well, for that, my friends, we have the outer join. This one is the include everybody party. Seriously, look, everyone and every department shows up in the final result. We've got Charlie, our employee, who didn't have a matching department, and we've got the marketing department, which didn't have a matching employee. Pandas just neatly fills in the gaps on both sides with NaNs. Super useful. All right, let's switch gears and talk about our second tool, concat. Think of it like stacking blocks. If merge is about finding the perfect puzzle piece, concat is just about stacking things on top of each other or next to each other. So let's start with the most common way you'll use this, vertical stacking, which basically just means adding more rows. I mean, look how simple this is. You've got two different data frames, each with a list of names. You just feed them to pd.concat, and it literally just sticks the second one onto the bottom of the first. You get one single, longer data frame. It's that easy. But wait, there's more. Concat isn't just for stacking rows. You can also use it to stick data frames together side by side, adding new columns. The secret sauce here is that little argument, axis equals 1. See, by default, concat works along axis equals 0, the rows. But when you tell it axis equals 1, you're saying, hey, stack these along the columns instead. This is awesome for when you have different pieces of information about the same things, and you just want to put them all in one place. Okay, so now we've got these two really powerful tools, merge and concat. The big question, the one you're probably asking, is which one do I use and when? Don't worry, I got you. Let's make this super simple with a quick little cheat sheet so you'll always know which tool to grab from your toolkit. This is really the key takeaway. Just ask yourself one question. Am I trying to combine data based on a shared key, like a user ID or a product ID? If the answer is yes, you want merge. If you're just trying to stack data sets on top of each other to get more rows, or stick them side by side to get more columns, then concat is your best friend. So let's recap the big idea. It boils down to this. Merge is for intelligent, SQL-style matching based on shared values. Concat is for simple stacking, either adding more rows or more columns.
And there you have it. You've now got the fundamental skills to start piecing together all those scattered data sets. So the real question is, now that you can do this, what new questions are you going to answer? What kind of insights are you going to find? The possibilities are huge. Thanks so much for watching.